Your Honor, the state's requesting a further temporary order at this time. I believe Mr. Britton's circumstances have changed. This state is prepared to show evidence that he's currently incarcerated in the Coryell County Jail for what appears to be an assault family violence crime. So the state is requesting that child support, that we take a judgment for the prior child support owed. The state would also request that due to the nature of the charges, Ms. Nixon be named as sole managing conservator, with father having no rights until further order of the court. Ms. Nixon is requesting that she have passport language that allows her to apply for a passport without Mr. Britton's permission for the child, and child support medical support be set at 0 because of his incarceration. And then we return sometime, hopefully either in maybe December, to allow Mr. Britton's charges to get resolved, maybe allow Mr. Glass to contact his criminal attorney and find out what's going on there.
All righty, Mr. Glass.
That sounds like a pretty accurate summation, Your Honor.
Yeah, well, it's 2 cases in a row with guys in jail, so it kind of limits what the court can do one way or the other, but understood. Ms. Lambert, anything in addition or anything else you're asking for in addition to or contrary to?
No, Your Honor, I'm in line with the request of the state.
Yeah, because the judge don't think he can take a contrarian right now. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, Ms. Nixon, are you there, ma'am? You're muted, ma'am. You need to unmute yourself. If you got video, turn it on. If it's not, at least unmute yourself. Thank you.
Yes, I'm here. Oh,
all right, ma'am. Raise your right hand, please. All right, ma'am. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're gonna give this court today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth will help you?
Yes.
All right, ma'am. You're officially under oath, and I'm gonna go ahead and let this state call you as a witness, and you give the court some see if the state can give you get some testimony from you to give the court some information of what exactly the father's in jail for, and is that against you or another family or another family person or family member. So at this time, I'll let the state call you. Go ahead and call your witness. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state would like to call Cassandra Nixon. Ma'am, will you state your name for the record?
Cassandra Nixon.
And what's the name and birth date of the child that you have with Mr. Britton?
Khalil Nixon, 7/30/21.
And to your knowledge, is Mr. Britton currently incarcerated?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, Your Honor, I closed the screen and I'm bringing it back up. Are you aware of the nature of the charges that he's incarcerated for?
Yes.
Was the violence against you or against any of your family members?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Your Honor, may I share my screen?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Your Honor, the state would like to offer into evidence the Coryell County Sheriff's Office listing for Tuesday, September 24th, showing that Mr. Britton is currently incarcerated. It looks like there was a violation of probation from a Bell County charge, some type of family violence, and then continuous violence against the family. And those are the 3 charges he's being held on.
All right, ma'am, are you able to see this information the state is providing the court at this time?
I'm sorry?
Can you see the information on the father that the state's providing the court at this time,
Yes,
ma'am?
yeah.
All right, any objection to court having this information, ma'am?
No, sir.
Any objection, Mr. Glass?
No, Your Honor.
Any objection, Ms. Lambert?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court will duly note and take in evidence the fact that the father is incarcerated in Coryell County Jail. Looks like he's probably going to be there for a while. And it looks like he may be transferred back to Bell County after he gets through in Coryell County. So, well, this may be a little long in the making, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, at this time, I'll ask the state to print that out as a PDF. That's State's Exhibit number 1, and it is admitted. You may proceed at this time, Ms. Hubbard. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Nixon.
Yes.
As far as the last order Mr. Britton was supposed to enroll Khalil on his TRICARE. To your knowledge, is he in the military any longer?
No, he is not active duty.
Okay. How does Khalil have insurance currently?
through Medicaid.
Okay. Is there anything else that I haven't asked you about that you want to make sure the court knows today?
Nothing further than what we talked about in the break room, as far as him just giving little to no effort at all to the case, or just in general to Khalil. This has been ongoing, and I would like to, kind of come to some conclusion very soon, because, it's not fair to my son or I that this is, carrying on so long. So that's all.
Thank you, Ms. Nixon. I pass witness.
All right, Mrs. Glass, you're a witness.
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Lambert.
Just a couple of brief questions, Your Honor. Ms. Nixon, in the past 2 years, have there been any incidents of family violence between you and the father?
No.
And are you aware of firsthand knowledge of any prior convictions that Mr. Bertan had for family violence?
I'm just aware of what's he has currently going on.
The current pending charges?
Yes, I don't know anything about anything in the past.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. No questions. No further questions.
All right then, ma'am, I understand your frustration here, but unfortunately, we're kind of stuck in this holding pattern until the authorities over in Coryell and maybe Bell do something with whatever Mr. Bertan is going through. But for right now, ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and grant the further temporary order. I'm going to go ahead and name you sole managing assertive, give you all rights concerning the child, including the right to apply for a passport, whatever you think is necessary. I'm going to go ahead and name the father possessory conservator, but at this time, give him absolutely no rights under that order until we find out what happens with all the different charges he has, whether or not he's actually going to get out of jail, and what his terms and conditions of probation may be if he does take a plea or gets out of jail based on the the criminal charges he has pending in Coryell County and the motion to revoke that he has pending in bail. I'll go ahead and do a reset. I'll ask the state and the two advisors to figure out what would be the best date for everybody to get back in, based mainly on you, ma'am, when you can come back in. And obviously, we're probably looking at doing this at least 60 to 90 days out. We can see what actually happens, because I'd like to finalize this the next time we come in. But as long as he's sitting in jail just on charges and not any convictions, ma'am, it kind of makes it harder on what I can do one way or the other. But anyway, I'll go ahead and I'll ask you at this point, ma'am, do you have any questions about anything we're doing that, as far as the court's ruling is concerned, or questions about anything else, or anything, or is there anything else you need me to do in this further temporary order?
Yes. I know prior to before today, we had discussed about him being enforced in enforcement.
All right, here's the other evidence. Look, I can't, anytime he's sitting in jail, I cannot use for an enforcement cause of action. Enforcements are meant, they're not meant to be punishment, they're meant to get you money. And so obviously, so long as he's sitting in jail, that's probably not gonna, he's not being able to work unless he's got some independence, some money independently somewhere. But until he's out actually out working and making a living, and I have those dates before me, ma'am, I can't find him in contempt or granted enforcement until that data is available.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Anything else, ma'am?
No, sir.
All right, ma'am. Is he getting any type of VA disability, anything like that you know of?
I think he from my understanding, they have a certain amount of time once they're like discharged to claim VA benefits, and I think he has he has not followed through with that. So
okay. Again, I cannot get an order against child support withholding order against VA, but if he did have disabilities, then you could always ask for an apportionment based on the fact that he's not supporting his child. But again, that's the reason I was asking. If he had a way to get money, and if he's getting it from the federal government or going to get it from the federal government, least give you a shot at trying to get something from this gentleman. But okay, but since you say he's probably not gonna get that, then all right, thank you. All right, is there anything else from the state?
Yes, Your
Thank
Honor,
you.
if the court would allow the state to go ahead and take a judgment on prior support owed and offer the pay record into evidence, just to see if we can maybe, even if it's ordered at 0 starting in October, if we can have something ordered on arrears,
Okay.
so that Ms. Nixon could have those payments coming in, hopefully.
All right, ma'am, I'm gonna mark this as state exhibit number 1. This financial activity report shows what is owed in your case. Is there any legal reason I should not be able to review this information, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, there's, I mean, it's okay for me to look at it, is that right, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
Okay, it's all right for me to review this information, is correct?
Yes.
All right, any objection, Mr. Glass?
No objection, Your Honor.
Ms. Lambert?
No, Your Honor.
All right, states one's admitted, see this, what's the amount as of now, Ms. Hubbard? This is an older one, I'm sorry, I thought this was a new one. What's the current?
The current amount, Your Honor, is as of August 31st, 2024, is $11,428.54.
All right. All right. All right. The court will note and grant that as what is owed, and since he's going down to 0 child support right now based on him being incarcerated, we'll order temporary repayment at this time of the $11,428 at $200 a month.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I'll probably make that final at the final hearing. All right. Anything else, Ms. Hubbard?
Just making sure, Your Honor, the new amounts start on October 1st, and we're still reserving retroactive support until final.
Yes, we are, and yes, it is. The repayment amount starts October 1. No problem.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Anything else, Mr. Glass?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Lambert?
No, Your Honor.
May Ms. Nixon be excused, Ms. Hubbard?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, you're free to go, ma'am, and we're off the record. Thank you.
It's the state's understanding that both Ms. Lambert and the state were wanting to go ahead and finalize today. However, the state was able to find that Mr. Brittian is actually sitting in the Bell County Jail. And upon calling Ms. Nixon, she has no objection, Your Honor, if this court allows it, for this Coryell case to occur in Bell County next Wednesday, so that Mr. Brittian can be brought over. And if the court allows such, I was just asking if you'd be doing a special Zoom for YouTube broadcast purposes.
Okay, all right. What's he in jail for, and why should I bring him over? It's that, you know, it's his responsibility to be here, and he gets himself arrested, and it's not an enforcement thing. I'm not really fond about bringing somebody over under those circumstances. But if the state needs them here to get the information going forward, whether or not they should order child support, so forth, so on, Ms. Bongad, I'll probably go ahead and do it. But where is the mother at this time?
Your Honor, I am not 100% on her county. I'll let Ms. Lambert answer if she knows, but the circumstances you were questioning, Your Honor, are that Mr. Brittian has been very hard to serve with Ms. Lambert's motion for enforcement on behalf of her client, the child. Mr. Brittian is apparently in Bell County on a motion to revoke, so it appears his bond is $8,000. And while the state doesn't necessarily need him, there were some questions about when he specifically got out of the military and ranks and such. But again, I'll defer to the court as to whether it is necessary for next week, since mother could not participate today.
All right, then. And you want the court to allow her to participate via Zoom next week? Is that correct?
She is willing to come in person, Your Honor. She's traveled everywhere we've needed to be.
Okay, all right, then I'll let Ms. Lambert tell the court that that's what you're requesting then, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor, requested the same. Mr. Britton is also an NCP on another case and I'm court appointed on, same facts. Also, there's a belief that he's currently incarcerated on family violence charges, and both mothers in both cases were asking for findings of family violence and non-disclosure. So just trying to get more details about that. Kurt Glass was appointed as SCRA attorney for Mr. Britton, but has had a difficult time getting in touch with him again because Mr. Britton kind of goes from Coryell County Jail to Bell County Jail, just back and forth since this case has been going on. So him being present might be helpful to get us to resolve the cases and allow me to serve him on my enforcement order on the other case you've appointed me on as well.
All right, tell you what, let's go ahead and serve him in Bell County, okay? Let's
Okay.
let's not play around with that. And we may not be able to take everything up on your case, but at least you'll get service and we can do it. And where's you know where the mother is actually located at this time?
I believe she's now living back in the Killeen area.
Okay. All right, then, because you know, I always make a Zoom code for these things, even though they're not on Zoom. I put it up there to make sure that I don't set other things on that date on my Zoom calendar. So if you think it's best for her to appear, or will there be any problems with that, or you know,
She doesn't seem to have any concerns about appearing. I think her main issue is she wants it resolved.
okay.
So
All right.
yeah, I think she's
I'll
fine with it.
I'll do a reset and I'll allow her. Yeah, she can appear, but she wants to. She can. Well, let's keep it consistent. Let's go ahead and reset it the next Wednesday, and we'll have him brought over. You get him served on everything while he's he's sitting in one jail and not being transferred to another. And we'll go ahead and bring him over. And then if Mr. Glass wants to show up, he's probably already going to be here and talk to his client on those other items. He can. But do you know if he's actually been discharged from the military yet, or is he still?
He has.
Okay, so he has technically he's been discharged.
Yes.
All right, good. So at least I don't have to worry about. I can release Mr. Glass after next Wednesday on that. All right, thank you.
Yes,
Anything else, Ms. Mongat?
And Your Honor, because the case has been pending for so long, Mr. Striegler was actually the SCRA attorney at the beginning, and Mr. Glass was appointed when the court was made aware of Ms. Lambert's likely enforcement, so that there wouldn't be the delay of lack of counsel.
All right, then. All right, then, again, Ms. Lambert, but if it looks, you say he's in there on a motion to revoke?
That's what Bell County is showing, Your Honor.
What's showing in Coryell, do you know?
I'm not sure of Coryell, if they still have something since they did transfer him.
All right, then. Well, I want Ms. Lambert to go ahead and get this person served. But Ms. Lambert, if it looks like he's going to be going down to TDJC on multiple items or in county jail for more than a year, we might just need to non-suit that enforcement based on.
Agreed.
So yeah. All right. But again,
That's right.
we'll wait to figure that out, and I'll leave Mr. Glass on there. And let Mr. Glass know he is in Bell County, and he may want to go out and visit him before then and get this man's legal itinerary all lined up, and let us know what we're looking at. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank y'all very much, and I'll see everybody next Wednesday. All right. Thank you. We're off the record.